What's up? What's up? We're back. Friday night talk, dog talk. Talk anything and everything dogs. I'm here with the bro Nick P.
Yeah,
Um, Dapper Trapper. As
dude
some
always talking junk on there.
yeah, most of you guys know him as. But yeah, and tonight we're just talking about anything dogs. Um, Anything that comes to mind. One of the things that oh, and we'll also talk about a couple of things that the NEPTC got going on, but we'll talk about that a little later. But yeah, we what was just talking about? We was just talking about
All kinds of stuff.
the yeah, we was definitely talking about all kind of stuff. We was talking about what birds and
Jiggies,
roosters and all
bulldogs.
that. Yeah. But oh, you was mentioning the top, probably like the top as far as small game dog or like earthwork or just small game in
Just
general.
like this, yeah, small game. Like what cross could you do to make the ultimate? But like you said, Jimmy Parks probably got it right there with the Wookiees, huh?
It's really probably the Patterdale Terrier with the Yag or the Patterdale Terrier with the bull.
Yeah, I
And
seen something today.
a lot of people are doing that, and I mean, and from what people say, a lot of the Patterdale Terriers have We went out. I mean, what do you say? We went out yesterday for five. Oh, I thought it up in a minute. A lot of the Patterdale Terriers have people have put bull in them in the past.
Right, right.
Some of them do look like that. Some of them don't. You know what I mean? Like Masons don't really look like that. They're small, brown, and some of them, got little Chihuahua heads and stuff. But
He's trying to specialize to what, like just like southern groundhog holes and stuff like that, right?
yeah, yeah. Went out
Yeah.
yesterday for a fox and got a skunk. Well, that is the word. Well, okay, that's a good question when hunting too. So we was talking about the best small game. So if that small game, what's the worst to catch when you hunting with the small game? A skunk or a porcupine? And how'd you end up? What dogs was you hunting with? Greg. But what would you say? What would you say, Nick? A skunk or a porcupine? He's frozen. He might be frozen. Pat. Okay. Damn, that sucks. I bet you that Pat. Yeah, Nick. Maybe just reload yours if you could. You know what I mean? Hop back in here. But I bet you that Pat was smells crazy. How many different things did you go to try to get the smell off from yesterday till now? And I'm pretty sure most of them didn't. At least in my experience, when my shit, years back now, but my dog grabbed up a skunk and the smell was there for a good amount of time. Smell was there for a good amount of time.
I don't
There
know
we go.
what happened.
Hey, technical difficulties sometimes, but hey, we back.
For sure.
So yeah, Greg said he went out yesterday for a fox and got a skunk. He was hunting with a Patterdale and washed him 3 times and he still stinks. Yeah. Last time that happened, my dog was in like the back for about like a month because this no matter what I did, the smell was just as soon as you got close to him, you could smell it. You know what I mean? And if he was in the house sooner or later, that you smell it all through the house. So
For a
that's
week
fun.
later.
But Greg, what would you say the ultimate small game dog? And like I said, I mean, people are probably from what I think people are already doing it is the Patterdale and the Yag or the Patterdale and the Bull. Or maybe if you got something that's Patterdale, Yag, and Bull. But obviously that's gonna get kind of big because of Bully and the Yag.
Yeah, I seen something called a Heidi, a German Heidi Terrier. They take 50%. They take 50% Yag, and then 25% Airedale, and 25% like Bull Terrier, like a game Bull Terrier.
Mm-hmm.
And they say them are some bad dogs, like on hogs and stuff. They said they Lithuania or something. They was hunting moose with them, with just 5 of them, and moose are huge.
Yeah,
Like
hell yeah.
that's the
I
wild
mean,
stuff.
I could imagine, yeah, about 5 of them. That
Yeah,
makes I seen a damn, I wish I knew where I can't. I wish I remember where I seen it, but I think it was a dude had a whippet. Was it a whippet? Was a is there hold on. Yeah, he had like a mint. It was like a small whippet, I guess.
Italian
Mixed,
Greyhound?
huh?
Italian Greyhound?
I don't know. It might have been, but it said whippet in
Yeah, it's
like the
got
thing I've seen. It said whippet, and then it was like it was Patterdale Terrier, whippet, and bull, which is kind of, you know what I mean. I guess
like
kind
a
of cool.
mini lurcher.
Yeah, exactly,
That's
exactly.
cool too. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That was kind of little. That was different, but it wasn't. It wasn't thing though. It wasn't small enough to get up in no
Holes.
not no groundhog holes. You know what I mean?
There was a dude that posted on the Patterdale one where he had an Airedale pit. Man, that sucker looked bad. And he was putting in some work too. It's a dog he said he had back in the day.
Word.
Yeah.
That's nice. I hunt only with Patterdales. Okay, Greg. Yeah, I think I said that before. Yeah, yeah,
He's
no,
already got the ultimate, huh?
yeah. And I mean, I agree with him. Like, yeah, that's to me, that's pretty much the ultimate. And we have lurchers. Okay, yeah, I got one lurcher, one Patterdale, as you probably already know. You probably already know.
Just
Oh,
I'm down to that.
hey, gotta have one at least, right?
Hey, she mops some stuff up. She hunts.
Oh, and I was telling my so people watching now, yeah, if you feed raw and you're around some markets, you know what I mean? You go to the markets now, if they still got turkeys, them turkeys will lose you like normally they're probably like $5-6 now. So go grab, you know what I mean? I got a deep freezer. I go and grab like 8 to 10
Stock
of
up.
them. Yeah, stock up. My brother got a deep freezer over at his house, stock up over there too. And you know, thaw them out, cut them up. And turkeys, I mean, you know, the dogs have turkeys for a little while, have some turkey meat for a little while for the cheap. You know what I mean? Like I said, it'd be like $5.
You ever
But
butcher the game you take to feed to the dogs?
nah, if I never butchered it, if I feed it to them, I just like let them eat it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I never
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I never like cut it up and nothing, or you know, took the fur off and none of that. It's just like a couple of times we might be out and you know they'll rip it open and if
Throw
it's
in the bag.
well, yeah, and then if it's exactly if it's like if you take care of it. Sometimes there's also been times where we didn't but we didn't like we got the dog off and let the game go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right,
We don't
right.
always we don't always take what I mean. We don't always take care of it. But all there's times when we got on it and maybe relocated the relocated whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you don't always gotta depending on the situation. You don't always gotta take care of it. But
Down here we fill up the tailgates, man. Getting it all.
yeah, I'm not mad at you. Next coon I get, next nice size coon I get, I definitely want to make a hat out of something for that though.
Yeah,
But I want it to be one that one of my dogs catch. So
yeah.
you know how that go. What you got a favorite shepherd?
Man, I've been around some, man, I got a thing with hair. Like I like the short haired dogs more than anything, you know what I mean? So if I was gonna get anything like that, I like a short haired dog. Or like breed it out of them or something.
What would
I,
be so what's that? A Kango? What's a short haired shepherd? I
I
know
mean,
between
that's my thing. I got a smooth coat collar. That's the only thing I've ever seen this guy, but I'm just not, I don't like long hair. I don't know why. I like short hair. Muscles look better.
Yeah.
you know.
That don't mean, they how
But
that go. They look better, but they're not. Yeah, I guess they're all the Dutch Shepherd is not as furry as some of them.
yeah, like a Malinois is more of a meat, like a what do you say, like a medium long coat, like medium maybe.
Are those considered shepherds though, a Belgian Malinois?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I know they could do any job, but
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah, I
Are they
think that's where they originated from.
are they in like the shepherd dog category?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what they originated messing with sheep back in the day. I could be wrong. I think that's where a lot of them come from
Yeah,
because
I'm not.
they got the Belgian, what is it, a tavern or something? That's like a long haired Malinois basically.
Yeah, maybe someone else in there knows. Anyone watching, y'all know any a little bit more about that? But yeah, me myself, I like the Central Asian. If I ever, when I get some land and enough space for one, I'm definitely gonna grab one.
Yeah,
But obviously, like I said, if I get the land and space for one, it's gonna have a job. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna
yeah.
have other shit. You know what I mean? So
You got to fence them suckers up too, because we've had them on chicken yards and stuff. And if you don't fence them up or tie them off, they at night, man, they go wandering, like the Anatolians and
hell yeah,
the
that's
Pyrenees.
what they do.
Yeah, but sometimes they don't come back.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, they definitely they gotta like even when you see them out on some like real shepherd shit out in like other countries and stuff, they're pretty much locked up unless they're actually working. You know what I mean? Or like they're pretty much chained up
So
unless they're actually like, actually working and with the herd of sheep because I'm guessing they'll just go off or whatever, you know what I mean? But
they like to wander.
yeah, I mean, but that's what they say they could cover, as far as like how they used to be back in the day, shepherds would be gone for 2 days sometimes. Some people
Sometimes going for a whole foaling season. Like you ever see them where they used to carry the wagons and they would live out of them things, and the dogs would just be with the flock for a whole like while they're calving or whatever you call it, lambing. They'd be
yeah,
out there for a month or 2 months.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So in that position when they're working like that, they won't leave.
Right. Yeah, and then they probably got 5 or 6 of them, generations of them.
That's crazy. Yeah, I would definitely like to get one though.
I mean, you ever heard? I mentioned it one time on here before about the story of a dog named Casper. He was a Great Pyrenees, and I guess these coyotes come in. They was trying to get some of the lambs or something, and they come in deep on him, and man, he knocked out like 8 or 9 of them, and showed back up at the house like 5 days later, all beat up.
Uh-huh.
That was a Great Pyrenees, man. Them dogs are pretty tough too.
Yeah, hell yeah, they are. I got a friend that actually breeds them shits. He's like an hour from me.
Yeah,
He got Great Pyrenees, he got Patterdales, but he got the land for it, but he don't breed Patterdales, he breeds Great Pyrenees. So his is pretty nice. They're beautiful dogs.
and all that fur is like it's like armor almost.
Yeah, because that's what they were bred for, all them type dogs got
I'm
that
making
that arm.
wolves and bears and all that stuff out that way.
Yeah. All them dogs that was bred to protect livestock for the most part. Most of them have thick coats because of the climates they're in, and then
Yeah,
also because the shit they're fighting or going up against or whatever,
hell
or
yeah.
protecting the flock or whatever they're protecting.
You see those Anatolian shepherds, man? They have like their ears done, and they'll have like a collar on them. It's more than a spike collar. so the
Yeah,
wolves don't get their neck and stuff.
yeah, yep.
That's cool stuff.
It's definitely some of them got spikes as long as your damn finger.
I know. So nothing gets a hold of that neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and ain't nothing gonna get it with them with that shit there.
That's what like the last I think it was last Friday we was talking about this. I seen cross one of those with the American Sentinel. Like
Hmm.
those dogs right there, man. He breeding? Like he's got Mastiff, a bunch of different breeds of Mastiff over a game dog. Like them dogs, like if you're talking big dogs, like that's the ultimate big dog to me because he's athletic, he's strong as hell. That's a pretty tough dog.
The American Cinema, yeah.
Yeah,
Those, yeah, I guess they're definitely up there. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
got them Cane Corso, those presses, and of course you got the big dog, the Kango.
I just wonder, like, how athletic. I've never been around. I've been around a Borble, a couple Borbles, but I never really got to see them like move. I don't know how athletic they are. I like a good athletic dog.
Yeah, nah, Borobles, Cane Corsos and presses are more slim than Borobles. Borobles are definitely more. Most of them are like lower to the ground. You know, big, wide, motherfucking dogs. But they
This
gotta have,
man,
they gotta have for what they were for, in Africa and stuff. They gotta have that weight on them. You
that was
know,
a bad dog, man. Like I thought I wanted one, and she brought one to my house, and I was like, nah, no, that's so much could eat me. That's too much dog for me. I like littler dogs.
I mean, you definitely gotta get it. Was it a puppy?
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
It's like
nah.
a 145 pound female, like or I think 125 pound female.
Yeah. That's a big ass dog, especially to be, you know what I mean? If to get it, you know what I mean, at that age or whatever. But in that size, I should say that weight. But yeah, they're big. But
Big dog.
as far as in the, they say the pressers and the cane course was definitely they're not crazy athletic if you're comparing them to like, a bull or a Malinois or something, but they're definitely
Yeah,
more athletic than a Borobull.
yeah.
Borobull,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I seen one of the videos of the board where this dude jumps over the fence. He didn't know that dog was on the other side, and he ate dude up, but he was kind of sloppy with it. He didn't have good footwork.
The dog.
Yeah, he's real big. Like I don't know, didn't look like he was too athletic.
Yeah, well, that's why they started making them band dogs.
Yeah,
You know
I've
what I
seen some
mean?
cool ones of those. Yeah, those look awesome, man. 'Cause
Well,
they
because
got some
you
legs to
see
them.
it. Yeah, yeah, you do, Greg. My man got a Borobull, and yeah, they definitely need a second job just to feed those dogs. You definitely,
Man, I bet.
definitely,
Can
definitely.
he
But
move? Can he move? Is he athletic?
I'm gonna tell you like this too, though, because I don't want to make it seem like they're big. There's motherfuckers who got Borobos where they just made them big for the show and they're big slow. Then there's Borobos where people are keeping them in shape and athletic, like they're not fat and sloppy Borobos.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're in shape. Obviously, they're not skinny like a like a bull or nothing like that. A bulldog or nothing like that. But they are, you know what I mean? They're
I've
always gonna
seen
have
pictures
that
of conditioned ones.
you got the ones that are just sloppy, just what I mean, look like they're gonna run a little and be breathing hard and
Yeah,
come and some of them are gonna breathe hard. Then there's people that got some Borobos that are in good shape. You know what I mean?
yeah. I've seen some good
Good
pictures of them.
shape, muscled up. Yeah, they're not, ain't no sloppiness to them. They nice, tight, muscled up, still wide body because they're Borobos, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that's
like
just
to
like
see them.
anything else though. Some people keep and then like I said, if it comes to the show, a lot of them when it comes to the show are breeding them to be just big, not really athletic.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So they're just big. They're just
showing stuff. I think ruins dogs, man. Like AKC, like all that stuff. A dog show, I think it ruins it. Working is the only thing to keep any kind of breed true.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what none of them was bred to. Nowadays, you got dogs that are being bred for the show. You know what I mean? Bred together, or hybrids, or you know what I mean, mutts or whatever you want to call them. But people are using them for the look or whatever. But yeah, at the end of the day, you know, like I know every dog was bred to originally bred to do some type of job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Whether it was a little dog that's 8 pounds or a dog that's 280 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yep. I love seeing a dog bred doing what it's bred to do, you know. Like I don't care if it's a bird dog or what, like coon dogs, I love it and stuff.
Yeah, but I love all dogs. You know, over here at Live Life Dogs, we definitely love all dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's Friday night. We just come in here and talk dogs, anything dogs. Right now, we talking about what? Bulls, shepherds. But yeah, the band dogs, that's what they were doing with the band dogs. Cause like you said, some of the bigger dogs was they're good for like maybe like again, like we were just saying, what they originally bred for. But you got something like where if you got say you got a yard in a junkyard or something, and you got a big slow ass borable, it might not catch the people up in there. They might, you know what I mean? They might get away. So that's why they started making them band dogs, you know, give something like the borable more speed and agility, and then give something like the pit bull more size. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you ever heard of a Scots type bulldog? It's an American Scots type bulldog. Man,
Yeah,
it's like
I don't really know too much about them, to be honest. I've heard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I really know too much about them. I'm looking them up right now, but
I lose you again?
Nah, yeah. Oh, there we go. We go.
You hear me?
Yep, you can hear me?
Dang.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you.
Lost you.
You back? You good?
I'm back.
All right, cool. Scott type, yeah. But what is that?
I know they do that Schutzhound stuff.
Huh?
What do they call that? Schutzhound stuff where they do the like the ring dogs where you know they gotta run around the ring, grab the arms and follow a bunch of commands to get I've seen them do that, but I know they hog hunt with them too.
They look like some, you know, you can hunt with. They look kind of like a pit mixed with a bulldog, with an American bulldog.
Yeah, it's basically what it is. You know, it's got a little longer nose, can breathe a little bit better. It's got a little, you know, deep chest. You got some legs to run.
Yeah, so it's the Scotsman.
There's so many variations of bulldogs out there. Everybody's starting different breeds up, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, they gotta have a job. Like you're gonna start a breed, man. They gotta have a job.
Well, you know, that's what happened with the show stuff. A lot of people started people just started breeding dogs for the look and not the job, because there's a lot of dogs where if you breed them, like it don't really even make sense. Like they're not really doing nothing for each other.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? There's dogs where if you breed them, they're not really doing nothing for each other. You know what I mean? Like one's not really making the other better than, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
that in itself is is whack. And then again, as far as our things like as far as temperament and health, when you start just breeding dogs for look, that's when you could get into them. That when you can end up bumping into a lot of them problems as far as just health, temperament, bone structure, and
Yeah, any eye pleasure, like color, any of that stuff, man. Like,
yeah, the color. A
yeah,
lot of people was liking them Merle dogs into, a lot of them coming out blind or deaf or ending up blind or deaf later on.
man, that's crazy. You seen them? Where they got them furry French bulldogs now?
Fluffy Frenchies and shit.
Man, what is that?
Say it's a fluffy Frenchie, and it's crazy. Some of them shits are selling for. Again, we was talking about how what was we talking about earlier?
Racing pigeons.
How the pigeon,
Yeah,
that racing pigeon sold in Japan for like 2 million. One of them fluffies sold in Japan for like a quarter million or seven. I don't know, whatever. It's
man,
ridiculous money.
what are they doing in Japan? I need that Japanese money.
Who knows, man? You ain't lying though.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, the fluffy Frenchies, they just this is a show thing. They ain't doing nothing. Some of them, and I respect all dogs over here, but we're gonna talk about it at the end of the day too. A lot of, and I seen some like ones is like as far as like okay, little cute dog or whatever, they do look or whatever cute or whatever, but yeah, most of them are coming out. They got a lot of problems. They got a lot of breathing problems. Some of them a lot of sensitive to just sensitive to shit. A lot of them have bone fucking problems, bone
Hip
structure
problem.
problems, hip problems.
Yeah,
Most of them are easty westy,
yeah.
but you do got the ones that look look good, I guess, for what they are. You know what I mean?
A
But
picture. They look good in a picture.
yeah, exactly. They look good for they look good they look good as far as like a cute little dog or whatever. But yeah, they ain't doing nothing with them, and that's one thing. I was talking to my this girl I know who works at a shelter, and that's one thing the shelters are dealing with now. Crazy, just fucked up Frenchies everywhere.
Man,
People are breeding them, and they might have 5 puppies, but 2 of them are coming out bone bone problems that they don't want to deal with, or a lot of them are coming out with because their noses are already smashed in and shit. So
yeah.
they're breeding 2 parents that got 2 parents that don't got good noses or whatever you want to call it, extra smashed in noses. So the pups are coming out, they can't even breathe.
And then
You
they
know,
get them cherry eyes too.
yeah, the cherry eye stuff. So yeah, I mean, just like though, anytime humans or we or you know what I mean, whatever, start going take something and start going crazy with it, it just it just pretty much gets messed up. You know what I mean?
Gotta be functional over form.
Yeah. And but I mean I respect them for what they're for. I'm not, you know,
Man, but I seen some look like aliens, man. They look crazy. Like them real
yeah,
little ones. Man, that's a
yeah.
funny
That's
looking
another thing
dog.
they were doing. People was trying to make them small. Some of them shits was so small that they're so small, but their legs are so small, but they're so fat, their legs can't even take the weight and shit.
Yeah, and they got an AI every single one of them because they can't do nothing natural.
Yeah. So I mean, and again, you good. You definitely see the ones that are excuse me, that are not as not as messed up and do look better, but yeah, that's one game that just kind of went crazy lately as far as just like we just said, people were in that game, people were breeding for
Money.
nothing but yeah, money.
Yeah.
But like we were
I'm,
saying early, nothing but looks.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So when anytime you're breeding for nothing but looks, you're gonna run into some trouble. You know what I mean?
I say
Not
that's probably
all
the
the
most.
time, but you know,
Yeah,
if you keep doing over and over again, you know what I mean. Soon, normally, you know what I mean. Obviously, you got two nice dogs that look good, and you breed them, you're gonna get some nice pups. But you know, and you might do that over and over again. So it definitely depends the breed too. You know what I mean? But because some breeds are a little bit more jacked up than others.
yeah. Bully's probably the most extreme version of it.
With the American Bully,
Yeah, just making a breed go against nature. Like I don't know if there's a dog out there that goes against it more than that.
yeah. I mean, most of the dogs. I mean, yeah. As far as like recently, I mean, most dogs are real. Most dogs are a couple of dogs put together.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
yeah,
You know what I mean? But you know how it goes. 100 years from now, 50 years from now, then they won't be seen as no like how people in the bully world see them. You know what I mean? In the
yeah,
bulldog world see them, I should say. They
yeah.
won't they won't be such a bad thing. They'll just be like a whole nother breed that they just was invented in 2004 and 2003 or whenever, out in the West Coast or whatever, and they'll just be the regular, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Seen as something so different or something. So because the thing is it's like we watched it as far as like, me people your me and your age that are in the dog game, we watched it happen.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
we
I
did.
mean?
Yeah,
We watched it happen. Like who knows? There might have been someone saying that about um any dog that's two, three dogs together right now that we just see as a regular dog because it happened in 1904. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, oh yeah,
Um, yeah, so 50 years from now, 100 years now, they're just being seen as a dog. What went crazy with, but like you said, I do agree with you at the same time. But what went crazy with them too is that and the Frenchies is that they just didn't like they went crazy mixing stuff together or whatever, and it was just and then it started being for the look, just for the look, so the temperament and to get all that jacked up, and then they started doing like uh levels or different sizes.
yeah. The extreme and all
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
exactly. They got this.
exotic. It's exotic is
Yeah,
what they call them. Yeah,
yeah. They got they got they got the so you got the standard. Then I think they came out with the XL next. Then
yeah,
it was like the double XL. Then motherfuckers started coming out with the pockets. Now they
micro.
then they got the micro, and then they got the exotics, I guess. So and I'm pretty sure there's some micro exotics and pocket exotics or whatever like that. But so they took one dog and made like 6 levels of the shit.
It is impressive
Six
how.
sizes of the shit.
Yeah, it is impressive how crazy they got with the generations they did it in. Like it's pretty fast moving.
Yeah, that's why a lot of them are jacked up. Because you're talking about
Honestly,
basically
yeah,
what, 21, 22, 23 years. You guys not you guys or whoever, and I'm invented a dog or invented put a dog together, and within them 25 years, you made 6 levels of the shit or six
yeah,
sizes of the shit.
yeah,
You know what I mean? That's why a lot of them are jacked up. But that being said, even bullies, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of bullies I like. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? Again, it's living like dogs. We love all dogs. There's bullies that we worked with. I got a couple friends with bullies. I was actually given a bully, but I didn't keep it. I gave it to a buddy of mine that his girl kind of was in love with it, kind of like, she,
yeah.
and
How so?
yeah, and that dog, yeah, and that's all it is. She's a good dog, just sits in that. She don't she plays with the damn rabbits.
Really?
Not plays with them like plays with them like, oh, snatch it and shake it and throw it up in the air and do it again and over and again. She plays with the shits like they're her friends in the yard.
I've seen people take the pretty gritty dogs and and tame them towards something,
Oh yeah, I mean, if I had it, she wouldn't be doing that. Put it that way.
Yeah.
You know, she'd be
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
she be playing with the rabbits a little different way, respectfully. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
that's my bro, and it is what it is. At the end of the day, she's At the end of the day, I'd rather see a dog live a healthy, good life than a messed up life. At the end of the day, you know
Oh
what I
yeah.
mean?
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah,
For
we,
sure.
we want to see him working, and we want to see that. But I'd rather see if it's like, okay, he ain't gonna do nothing. Then you know what I
Find
mean.
him a
Yeah,
home.
it's all good. Yeah, it's all good for
Yeah.
them to just live a good life and just chill. You know what I mean? Like again, we love all dogs over here, so we're not mad at it. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at the American bully. There's some shit. I've seen a lot of American bullies that look good, and people put a
Yeah,
lot of time and effort into their dog. You know what I mean?
for sure.
A lot of time and effort. And shout out to the people those, shout out to the some of the bully pages that I rock with, and some I check out their channels and stuff. And I see some dogs on there where it's like, yeah, like it or not, those people were putting time, effort into their, you know what I mean? Time, effort, money, good food, good health into them dogs. You know what I mean? So you
Yeah.
gotta respect that. You gotta
I think
respect that.
I think there's recently probably kind of a movement to clean them up too. I've seen some pretty clean ones lately.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a movement going on where dudes just trying to clean them up for sure. And
Yeah.
if you go to a lot of the other pages, not the other pages, if you go to a lot of bully pages, there's a lot of that talk going on, especially if you're
Yeah.
talking about like guys like what's it, QBN and
Oh
people.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the right thing, and they're definitely trying to clean it up. And there's a couple of them, I think there's one called Shumo or whatever. There's a couple, and they got, again, these, they might not be, doing what I guess they are doing what the American bully was, I guess, put together in bed for, because that's what they were put together in bed for, was to look big and pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I
Impressive.
guess that they're doing what the American bully was bred for. Maybe definitely not what the dogs that was put into the American bully was bred for. But yeah, there's show dogs, and some of them, some of them do look very nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For
You know what I
sure.
mean? So, and again, I'm never mad at someone who's taking very good care of their dog. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, especially if you working them, man, they gotta have the best. Best
Mm-hmm.
of everything.
Mm-hmm. And that's another thing. Yeah, I know there's like, maybe not, and you probably noticed it too, but there's kind of like a thing where it's like people who hunt their dogs don't take good care of their dogs as well as maybe someone who has a house dog, when it's like, nah, that's not the case at all. You know what I mean? There's people that hunt their dogs, and these dogs are very well taken care of. I mean, they got to be in shape. They got to go out and hunt. They got to, you know what I mean? You're not going to
Might as
bring
well be a paid athlete, like getting the best of everything.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Um, the people I know who have dogs and hunt with their dogs, and not just Patterdales, whether it's a Berkshire, whether it's a bird dog, a German pointer, a rat terrier, whatever it is, a jack, whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Coonhound.
Oh man.
These dogs are taken care of, eating
That-
good, eating well. A lot of them are eating the game they catch. You know what I mean?
yeah. Down here, man, they're like coon hunting and hunting with squirrel dogs, man. They might be hunting for a truck, like a brand new truck. They might be hunting for
Oh, for the competition?
50,000. Yeah,
Yeah.
like competition hunts, man. They might be hunting for, man. I think there's $100,000 hunt now. Like, I mean, these dogs are like, man,
You
And
better
like the
believe you win that 100,000, that 50,000. Them dogs
yeah,
better believe them dogs is about to eat good and live good, eat good for at least the next 2 years. And then I
yeah.
know guys where they hunt. They hunt the deers where my people's out in New York. They got deep freezers of deer right now. Their dogs will
Oh
be
yeah.
eating deer for the next friggin' 8 months. You know what I
Feed
mean?
your family with that too.
But I mean, the dogs in them will be
Yeah.
eating it. But you know, the good thing with the deer is, you know, they'll take probably all the good meat for them, not the good, you know, the good as far as like, the good chucks or the good slabs or the good
The
cuts or
back
whatever you want
strap.
to call them.
Get that
Yeah,
back
you know
strap.
what I
Yeah.
mean? And everything else goes to the dogs, even the bones. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So that's yeah, that's one thing where it's like don't think, you know what I mean? It's kind of a thing where people think, oh, if you got a show dog, they're taken care of more than someone who doesn't have a show dog, where that's not the case. Some of these
Nah.
dogs, I mean, my
But
dog, for instance, I mean, she gets the best of the best as far as raw food. You know what I mean? When it comes to organs and meat, and we throw the salmon and the veggies, the fruit and all that in there, and we run her and we do all that good stuff, vitamins. You know what I mean? Anything you
yeah.
would do. You know what I
But
mean?
I'd argue too, like the working dogs, in the right hands, they're even happier than like a show dog. Like that hunt dog, man, he gets to get off the leash. He gets to go run, find some game, use his head, use his nose. He's a real athlete.
Yeah,
I
some of them
say
show
that's a
dogs.
happier
Yeah,
dog. You know what I'm saying?
some of them show dogs they might be pampered so much, or they really don't never get to be a dog.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But again, to each his own. It's all good. You know what I mean? At the same time, it's better than a dog that's not being taken care of all around. So,
Right. Right.
but just some of them dogs where it's just every state got strays everywhere and shit like that. So at the end of the day, it's definitely better than all that. You know what I mean? Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. We're just talking dogs. Friday night dog talk. Live your life dog channel. Nothing crazy, nothing special. Just having some fun with the bro Nick. He
Yeah,
loves
man.
dogs just like we all love dogs. You know?
That's what we're talking about the squirrel dogs, man. They do some pretty cool crosses. They'll cross like a mountain cur with a hound, and then they'll throw some bird dog in there. Man, they're some cool dogs.
I like dogs that got some bird dog in there.
Makes them fast, and for hunting, the
Fast and
winding
smart.
ability.
Them
Yeah,
bird
yeah,
dogs are smart as shit.
yep. But they can wind, like like a hound. He puts his nose on the ground. That bird dog, most like he don't even have to put he runs a hotter track, so he's got his nose up, so he's even faster than.
I was just saying, yep, they do both.
Yeah,
Nose up or down.
like I've had a bunch of cur dogs, man. Those I like the way they hunt too.
What'd you say? Kurt? Oh, okay.
Yeah, mountain curs, like I love the way they
Mhm.
hunt. Like
I
it's like
never
a mixture.
I never been out with one of those hunting.
I have to get you down here one day.
Yeah,
I'm going next week. Buddy of mine's got a feist. It's it's almost like it's really a terrier. Uh, they hunt with their eyes, their ears, and their nose. And man, I mean, you fill a tailgate up with squirrels, and we'll eat them.
yeah, that was the next question. Do you eat the
Yeah.
squirrels?
Oh yeah, man. I've been eating stuff like that since I was a kid.
Damn. Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday, man. Steadfast performance. Happy Friday, man. We're just here talking dogs. We got
Hey,
any questions, anything y'all want to talk about it, comment.
Ash
And again,
Steadfast. I seen him put something on
uh-huh.
his YouTube page about kind of like a competition or something. Post that up there. What it was somewhere in Nashville where they're gonna do like hang time competitions, treadmill races, like all the stuff like the old days. But I don't think it's just bulldogs. I think it's any kind of bull breed. I think.
Yeah, say what's up with that steadfast? We could tell us a little bit about that in the comments. Shoot, I can send a link if you want to hop in and talk about it. But yeah, we'd like to know about anything, anything
Dog related.
anything dog related. Yeah, for sure. Anything dog related for sure.
I forgot what he said because I commented on his YouTube page today about it because it looked pretty cool.
Okay.
See. I need my spectacles.
Let me see if I can get past performance. Let me see if I can pull it up.
His steadfast last YouTube thing. His last post.
One day again. Oh, hold up. Let me see if I can show it. Yeah, I think we about to, yeah. Let me show this real quick.
It's right here in Nashville. I'm gonna check that out.
Why not?
Yep.
Why not? Share screen.
They're gonna do like the wall stuff and the wall jump, and they had a bunch of little competition.
Is this right here?
Yeah, that's it. Yep. I'm gonna let this dog out.
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. This is my dog Leon. He's doing a little hang time. I'm the co-founder of Bullador Sport America, BSA, along with my wife, Bridget Corrigan.
Nice.
We started this in 2024, hosted a workshop in October 2024, hosted another workshop this past October, and October 2025. And we're planning a couple things. We're planning a training weekend in the spring. The date is yet to be decided, but I'll get that posted as soon as possible. But the spring of 2026, and then our first tournament is planned for the first weekend of November 2026. The tournament, Bullador Sport BSA is an athletics and drive-based sport for bulldogs, Staffordshire Bull Terriers, Pit Bulls, Bull Terriers, etc.
That's cool, man.
We're hosting our first tournament, like I said, November 2026, and it'll consist of 5 disciplines. Hang time being one of them. Wall climb, much like ADBA Top Dog has, will be another. We'll do something called A-frame, where the dog is challenged to go over an A-frame as many times as possible in 2 minutes. We'll do a slap mill race, which measures the distance that a dog can run on a slap mill over a 2-minute span. Furthest distance wins. And then we'll do an endurance race on a device called a track mill.
Nice.
Track mill is an overhead lure system.
I like that.
And the dog will chase it for 10 minutes solid. The poles are spread out a little bit over 100 feet apart. So the dog will run back and forth, crossing a line on each end, and tally up as many passes as possible. Furthest distance wins over a 10-minute span. So we've had some good success with our workshops, and I think we're ready for a tournament. And we'd love to see you guys out in November, first weekend of November 2026. I want to say thanks to Brian Austin with Steadfast Effort for asking me to record this video so he can put out there and sort of spread the word. He has a lot more of a presence than I do, so I appreciate it, man. As well as Dave with Old Wood Staffords. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I'm sure you can contact those guys if you want to reach me somehow. You can also get on bulladorsportamerica.com and message us on there. It'll go straight to our email, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible and let you know any information as far as anything else you want to know, location, things like that. So, like I said, Bullador Sport America, spelled just like in the background here. And we look forward to seeing y'all in November.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh.
Yeah. BSA's coming, bringing the heat. Yeah. Born in Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah. Now we run these streets. Line them up. Let them talk that talk.
Look
Baddest
like a
dogs
dog.
on the planet. Watch the legends walk.
Right.
If you think you got the bite, step up to the plate. Clock's
dude.
ticking in the night. You can't hesitate. BSA is coming, bringing the heat. Steadfast heart, can you stay on your feet? Wild thing waiting right there in your lane. When the dust settles, who's standing in?
I like that.
That's pretty cool, man.
I like that. It's definitely cool.
I like that it's just all bull breeds. If you got a bull terrier, bring it. That's cool.
Bull terrier.
They said they're gonna have, you know.
Any bull, yeah. What
Yeah,
about a bull? Steadfast. What about a bull lurcher?
Or Patterdale.
Hey, Pat, but I don't know. It ain't a Patterdale bull terrier. It's just I don't know if it's terriers or bulls.
Shit, Pat won that damn
I
hang
got a
time.
bull lurcher, huh?
A lot, little Pat, he'd win that damn hang time. They don't weigh nothing, you know.
Shit, you'd be surprised though. I seen,
Oh, man.
you know, you wouldn't be surprised, but because you've been around like I've been around, but you know, I seen shit. My man's had a pit. I think we'd be in the park, you know, over in the park, you know, on the block or whatever, we chill or whatever. And I think we'd be out there for 5-6 hours. I don't remember that dog getting down sometimes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like he probably did jump down, jump back, who knows? But I don't remember him even coming down too many times until to his, you know, to boss man was ready to go.
It's crazy. We used to have a bunch of ADBA shows down here in Tennessee, and they used to have all those competitions like that. They'd even have, you know, the weight pool stuff, and it was just cool to see all that stuff back in the day. I got a bunch of trophies in there from confirmation shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. I kind of miss them days. Kind of do, kind of don't.
November 2026. Yeah, so we got a whole year to get ready for that. We got a whole year to get ready for that. I'm gonna have to come check that out. Oh yeah, I'll bring him. I mean, I got a bulldog, but
There you go.
he don't really. I didn't really put too much effort into train him to do stuff like that. I mean, he'll do the, you know, the spring pole, but all the other stuff he ain't really. He probably wouldn't even really mess with it too much. He more my wife dog now.
This dog, I spring polar and flirt polar every day just so she calms down.
There was a shorty bull that came to practice. It was impressive. Yeah, I believe it. Never know. Some people come through with these dogs where, again, some people put the effort and the time in dog. You know what I mean? Just because you don't know about it or hear about it, sometimes there's someone, you know, you don't know about it, hear about it, just putting more effort or just as much as effort into their dogs. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna show if they do come out. All goes by height class. Okay.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You'd have to on those treadmills, you know. Little
Yeah.
short-legged dog versus a long-legged dog.
That makes sense. Yeah, ain't no short-legged dog gonna beat well, say if I came through with my bull lurcher, ain't no short-legged dog.
Yeah. And then some bitches made to run.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it would have to come down to, yeah. So
What is the cross on that dog you got, the bull lurcher?
She's Greyhound. She got American Bully, Bull Terrier, and then what's it, Drought Hair or whatever, Drought Hair.
Dog, it's a bird dog, isn't it?
Yeah. It's basically so who was telling me, Joseph Carter, the Mink Man, he was telling me that it's basically a German pointer, but it's basically a level up. So to be considered a drought hound drought hair or whatever the fuck they are. You
Drought
got
something.
yeah, drought hair or whatever. Yeah, that's what they are. Drought hair. I don't know how exactly how you say it, but yeah, you basically got to pass tests to be considered a dry hair. So you could have two parents that are dry hairs, and when they have puppies, the puppies are basically German pointers until they pass. So they could have 6 puppies and only 2 end up being drought hounds, like drought hares, like the parents, because
Yeah.
the other 4 didn't pass the levels.
Yep.
Once you
They
don't pass,
got some. They're strict over there on everything.
yeah,
You know.
and it's strict as shit once you don't pass the levels. So once that dog didn't pass the levels, it's not like, oh well, that dog could breed and maybe the puppies will pass the levels. So basically, the puppies' grandparents was drought hound, but once it don't pass, it don't even matter. The puppies don't matter. None of that don't matter.
Yeah. Yep.
It's tough. I guess it's when it comes to over there with those drought hares or whatever. Those are everything's top notch when it comes to what they do with those. But yeah, my dog is that's the 50%. The father was greyhound and the mother was everything else. The American Bully, Bull Terrier, and the dry hair.
I've seen some pretty cool greyhounds, man. Back in the day, we used to go. They got this thing called the St. Jude coon hunt in Parsons, Tennessee, is not far from me, and they'll do stuff like treeing competitions, like how many barks per minute, and they do a bunch of stuff. But they do this thing called a water race. They got a coon in a cage, and it's running on a cable, and they'll put it over the pond. And in the beginning, it was just coonhounds doing it, but then some dudes started bringing greyhounds, and now it's pretty much all greyhounds. And man, like they'll come. I mean, they look like thoroughbreds. Some things are like you could tell this dude been working him for weeks, and those suckers will move in the water. It's a badass dog.
Yeah,
A lot grittier than I thought they were too.
So if you get something with, I forget, there's a couple dogs that more made for the water. Their feet are webbed and shit. More webbed and shit. Not fully, not I wouldn't say webbed, but they got more like their paws got more skin and shit.
Yeah, it's webbing like Labradors and
retrievers and shit like that. Yeah. What's it? The Portuguese water dog. Them shits would be beasts and something like that.
Chesapeake Bay retrievers and.
Steadfast said there was some APBT that has came out. Just I just go to hang out and talk dogs. I'll bring 3 or so to let them have fun, support my friends. Why not?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna try to make it. It's too close to me not to.
Yeah, it's a little distant from me, but they got a little time to try to figure it out for sure.
Was it about 14 hours for you to Nashville?
Nashville, Tennessee?
Yeah.
It might be a little bit more than that. Yeah.
Did you drive to get that female? Did you fly?
Nah, I flew. It's like 17 hours.
That's far.
I mean, that's that's a lot. That's definitely a lot. But you leave like 2 hours early. I mean, 2 days early or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, do like 9 hours a day or whatever, 8 to 10 hours a day too. And you get there.
But you could set something else up too. You could do a hunt down here somewhere.
Yeah. If you, that would be the best way to do it.
Make a little vacation about it.
Yeah. So, do 2 things and get 2 things. Have fun with it since you're taking the drive. But no, when I went and got mine, I flew out. But it's a little easier because I'm not going. I'm not going with a couple of dogs and. I'm going there.
Yeah.
I just went there. I was only there, dropped down that morning, went and checked him out, hanged out with him for a couple of hours, and hopped back on the flight probably late afternoon or whatever. You know what I mean?
Making moves.
Yeah, and I just went with a quick, a little backpack for whatever I had,
Yeah.
and the little dog carry on. I was picking up a pup. So
She turned out too, didn't she?
yeah, she been doing real good. She been doing real good. She hasn't her nose has been good. You know what I mean? She been grabbing stuff, she getting up in holes, she hasn't all good signs so far, you know what I mean?
How old is she?
She's what, 8 and I mean not 8. She's a year and 8 months. A year. She'll be 2 years April
Oh yeah.
24th.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she'll be 2 years in April. Yeah, she'll be 2 years in April, and my Lurch will be 1 in April.
You doing work with him yet?
The Lurch, yeah, she a
Yeah.
girl too. I've been doing some stuff with her. They're honestly, she hasn't really shown it, but from what I've been hearing from everyone I talk to that has these type dogs, they you gotta you don't want to push them too much. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And they take a little longer. But as far as her, I mean,
Late
she
starters.
yeah, but she hasn't really shown. She's been showing, like, I haven't really did nothing crazy with her, so I don't want to, you know what I mean? But as far as all the stuff that I did with her, it's been all good signs. She uses her nose. There's even little things like if if I'll trap a rat or something, she'll find it, and then obviously it's trapped, so it's in the cage or whatever, and she'll stop and do the whole point thing and get stiff as shit.
Really?
Yeah, she do.
Wow.
She does that. She stops, does the whole point shit, gets stiff as shit with one little leg up, and then she'll be stiff, and then after like, I don't know, like 40 seconds, I don't know if she's waiting for her time to jump, she'll just snatch up the cage. But you know what I mean? Obviously, if it's out, it's gonna run, and she's just gonna run and grab it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. Take her out in a big field with a bright ass light and
mhm.
shine rabbits. Like,
Yeah. I've
you
been
know what I'm
trying
saying?
that.
Yeah.
The problem is out here, there ain't too many fields where it's like, that rabbit run the wrong way. She's in the
Yeah.
middle of a fucking highway. You know what I mean? I gotta get her up, but I definitely get her. It's really just because it's just really just cold really right now, and as far as where I'm at, everything's ice and ice. You know what I mean? It's unless, like, as far as fields and shit, they're like, it's like ice with maybe snow on top. You know what I mean? There ain't no really, unless you shoveling. It's pretty much snow and ice where I'm at right now. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get her going. But you still there?
Yeah. I don't know
Okay,
what happened, man.
it's all good. Nah, yeah, it's a connection.
Internet, man.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get her going. Definitely gonna do more tracking with her. Definitely keeping her in shape on the treadmill and slap mill. More the treadmill, because I got a couple of my people's got slap mills, but I don't got one here at my house right now. But I do got the treadmill right now. So, and then just walking on feet and good and all that good stuff.
I used to have me an old Red River curly mill. I wish I still had that.
Ain't them shits kind of big?
Man, it was big and it was loud, but man, that thing was smooth. It sounded like an airplane landing, but it was badass.
Yeah. The tabletop run things.
Oh yeah. Or a Jenny. You ever heard of a Jenny?
Yeah.
But like with that one, what on the that video that Steadfast showed or had on there, where they was running off I guess electric, and you can cover more ground, and you can work the shit out of something with that thing. The thing the
Yeah,
dog is looking at in the air. I don't even know what you call that.
with the when it was going back and forth when the thing was
Yeah.
up top. Yeah. What I like is the You probably seen it. You can make it yourself with a dog.
Lure
Kinda.
machine.
It's not even a machine. It's like a wall. It's like a long wall. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm talking about. They make it so where they basically clipping the dog
To the toy, and it's
to the
pulling it.
toy, and he's pulling it,
Yeah.
chasing it, not realizing that he's obviously not realizing that he's pulling and chasing. But that shit, you get one of them dogs to go around in a circle for days doing that, chasing that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like those those things they do with the string and like a garbage bag, like a lure course, they do it for those lurchers and greyhounds and whippers.
Yeah,
That,
for the
that would be easy to build, you know, just a little electric motor. You could probably do it with a drill. I don't know.
you could you set it up right. I see you could, but you're right though, and some type of a little electric motor wouldn't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Just something that goes back and forth.
Yeah, that's, you know what I mean. That's fast enough with a little bit of speed on it, and you would definitely be fine.
I mean, they with those electric motors, man, like you could work the shit out of a dog with that.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Even on that's why it's like even like them greyhounds and them dogs be big as shit and strong as shit.
Yeah.
But like Steadfast just said, the track mill.
Track mill, man, that's cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
That's good for all dogs, man. Like, man.
Said I used to make them with an old bike. Okay.
Yeah, I seen them. Yep.
And would you just okay? Yeah.
Run it off the sprocket, and you're like moving the frame up and pushing the pedals to make it move. Yeah.
Yep. Same way. Yeah. Just like how you move the wheels with the chain. It's just a big one. It's just a long one. Yeah, for sure.
It's 2026 now. We gotta keep the electric motor now, man. That'd be a workout.
Yeah, it'd be nothing to you just gotta get little motor that got anything that spins fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Little motor that got, you know what I mean, where it spins something fast, and use that motor and you'll be good.
There's so many cool things now to work on.
The main problem with those is really space.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Not the main problem, because it's not a problem if you got the space, but yeah, for someone like me or you, where you know we might not have the yard space right now to make that, because like you said, it ain't rocket science to make at all. It's really just have the space to make it and actually use it.
I've seen them where they put it. They'll dig like it's like a spool with a spike that goes in the ground, and they'll wrap it around there and get it real tight. Man, I mean, as long as you got a fenced in yard, you should be all right.
Mm-hmm. And you could even do it with a dog tied up.
Yeah, you probably have to put like a muzzle on them.
It'd be a thing. You know what I'm saying? A runner. You can do it with a dog on a runner.
Oh yeah. We used to have a long one back in the day.
Yeah. Even in those shits, yeah. Seen dogs run back and forth on those if they got something to chase.
I was on a place in North Carolina one time where the whole yard was on runners, and the house they brought, there was a double wide trailer they brought in with a helicopter and put it down on the top of the hill, and all the dogs was on runners going up and down the mountain.
And
wow,
yeah, that's I know a guy who had a nice size little hill in his backyard, and his runner was thing. I can't front though. At as the dog got older, the doctor told him the hill was probably the reason why the dog had a whole bunch of hip problems and shit.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean? Because it was running up and down the hill its whole damn life, up and down the hill. You know what I mean? On the runner.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good. You know what I mean? But at a certain point, I guess he should have took the dog off. You know what I mean?
That's all work, you know, like Work will
Yeah,
make a dog old fast, you know.
exactly. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, and I mean he wasn't necessarily working the dog, but
Oh, he
that's
was.
yeah, yeah,
You
basically,
know? Yeah.
yeah, yeah, basically, because the dog, is one of them dogs where it would chase, squirrels or whatever and run back and forth, and if the neighbors was in the backyard
Yeah.
behind them, he would be running back and forth. So yeah, come to front, yeah, and then later on down the road, the dog ended up with hip problems and shit like that, and
Yeah.
the doctor basically told him it was most likely because the dog been going up and down the hill 100
Doing
times
suicides.
a day his whole life.
Yeah. It's like running suicide your whole life.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, they're good. They're good into a certain age. Then
Yeah.
then you're fucking yourself up.
It'd be suicide if I did a suicide right now.
Exactly. Yeah. So it gets crazy like that for sure. But yeah, those that whole event he's doing is definitely looking good. Anyone who's seen that might want to make it out there if you got some, and that's good because a lot of people got dogs where it's like you got a dog and if you're somewhere or you might not be someone who's too much into hunting, a lot of people don't, obviously anytime you hunt, there's a chance, your dog could get hurt. Shit, at the end of the day, there's a chance that your dog could that could be his last day of hunting. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people who don't want to indulge, but in something like this where you might have okay, pitbull, for instance, you might have a pitbull where it's like obviously if you ain't hunting your pitbull, there ain't too much you could do with your pitbull unless you get into activities like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's a lot of dogs. I mean, it ain't like people that got dogs. If you're in the city, you're not gonna be having your dog's not gonna be pulling sleds and shit. So you know what I mean? Your dog's not gonna
Mhm.
be your dog's pretty much a protection dog for the house and a companion, which is not bad for that. You know what I mean? I have a dog that's pretty, that's pretty much that. So I'm not mad at that. But yeah, something like this where it's just, fun.
Little competition.
Yeah,
That's
little
always fun.
competition.
Yeah.
Dog will have fun. Reason for you to go back and get your dog in shape too.
For
You know,
sure.
it's a
Yep.
reason for you to go back and get your dog in shape and wanna, a reason for you, maybe it's a little motivation for you to get your dog in shape and get out back and do some things with your dog because you might be entering your dog in a competition coming up. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So could be better for you and your dog, get out back and put some work in. And normally if your dog's putting work in, you putting some type of work in, you know,
Oh yeah.
you know what I
But
mean?
the funnest thing about any kind of show like that is just like hanging out, talking dogs with everybody too. If there's a lot of people show up,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
like that's the funnest, man.
Yeah, like I mean, like yeah, that's just like that's what I steadfast said. I go out there to talk, hang out, talk dogs, and he
Yeah,
brings
fellowship, man. Yeah,
yeah. That's again, that's one of the reasons why we do this. You know what I mean?
it's the virtual of that, right?
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah,
without the competitions, but who knows? We might do some virtual competitions. Who knows? You know what I mean? There's always different things you could do. There's always different things you could do. But yeah. But yeah, this is kind of like why we do things like this, something like this, where we might want to get out and talk dogs, but we might not be able to. So, you could hop on your phone or hop on your laptop or your desktop or whatever, your pad, and talk dogs with here with us. Live
get your
your life
fix.
dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Exactly. Get that dog fix because if you love dogs and you're heavy into the dogs like we are, Nick, that's something you love to do, you know. That's something me and my cousin do all the time. We just sit on the phone, 2 hours go by, and all we did was talk dogs. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I've been
Make
doing it my whole life.
Yeah. Maybe a little sports here and there, but for the most part, yeah, we talking dogs. You know, for sure.
Is that the cousin that you mentioned before who's got Pats?
Yeah, well, actually, both of them. I was actually when I just said that statement or whatever, that was actually one of my other cousins who got dogs. He doesn't have any Patterdales. He got a Napoleon Mastiff,
Oh yeah,
but he
that's a
just
big old dog.
yeah, big old ugly motherfucker.
That's a dog on Billy.
Yeah. He got a Napoleon Mastiff. Then one of my other cousins got a couple rots and got a whole bunch of family with our dogs. But yeah, me and my cousin shout out to my cousin Keith, and yeah, me and my cousin Keith, we always talking dogs. That's but yeah, he's the one who got a Patterdale also.
How's that
Boomerang.
dog bred?
That dog's really like he's from what's he, Nuttall? I
Gotcha.
think he's Nuttall, but he's more overseas, yeah.
Oh, off of import or something?
Both his parents are imports.
Or what's his size?
He about 16. He a
Yeah.
little bit, yeah. He about 16, maybe maybe 14 if he's in real good shape, 18 when he's not.
Yeah.
You
He been digging to him?
Yeah, that dog's a killer. That dog, yeah, that dog. He about to be like 4. He's well seasoned.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that dog been doing his
On the
thing.
miles, huh?
Yeah. He's one of them dogs. He done already. Yeah, he done been through it all. Then ran through. Then ran into snatched up a porcupine.
Ooh.
Had 1,000 damn quills in his face. That and lost teeth from trying to yank out groundhogs out the ground. You know what I mean? Just just off poor, just gameness or just actually he's cocker.
Cocker.
Yeah, cocker. Yeah, just wanting it so much. Yeah, he's legit. He's legit. He's legit.
That's one thing we ain't got to worry about down here is porcupines.
Yeah, we got them out here in New Hampshire. Not where we're at, but like like 40 minutes, 45 minutes from us. And obviously a little deeper if you go deeper into New Hampshire. New Hampshire's kind of decent size, but
I mean, what do you do with that? There's nothing you can do, right? Like
go to the vet.
No, I mean like to even like try to.
I've seen people that have took them out there self.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I'll be doing.
Yeah, it probably wasn't too bad. And then to be honest, like
I meant take him out with a gun. That's what I'll be doing. I'll try to shoot him for the dog got to him.
Yeah, if you can, if you're free casting these dogs run into a bush.
Damn.
And these dogs, and they're small, so it's not like when they run into a bush, you're gonna see most of the time you don't see where they're going. Most of the time the bush is bigger than them. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was kind of like that. Like we do a lot of free casting where we kind of just let them go and find holes that they could find. And yeah, that's the dangers of doing that is they could go into a hole. You don't know what hole they went to. You don't know where the hole's at. If you know what I mean?
It gets a little hectic then when you're trying to find where they're at when they're underground, huh?
You got to use the trackers. You got to use the peeps locators. You know what I mean? And hope they're close enough to pick it up. Or you're just gonna have to walk around until it picks it up, and then you'll be able to figure out where they're at. But it got to be if they're too far away, it won't pick it up. So you would have to like just walk around until it picks it up, and then go from there.
I've seen some companies that are coming out with some pretty slim GPS collars it'd be pretty cool if you could attach the peeps to it to one of those real slim GPS. That way you could track him while he's on top of the ground, and then
Oh
track
yeah,
him
they
when
do.
he's in.
People do that. Some people do have the GPS calls where
Yeah.
show you like it'll at least show you their last
Yeah.
location.
But I mean, it seems
Normally,
like if you digging with a Garmin or something like that, might be too much
yeah,
around
you
his
can't.
neck.
Yeah, nah, you can't. Yeah, that's the problem. You can't
Yeah.
put around their neck, so it got to be like one of them slim ones you said that can slide on to the collar that they already have on,
Yeah.
which is the
See,
track collar. You know what I mean?
I seen one. I think it was called like Stella or something. It looked real thin, real
Yeah,
slim.
yeah, I seen them. I seen them. My cousin has one that slides right on to the same collar the dog's already wearing, and
Oh, okay.
it's slimmer than the actual tracker collar that they have on or whatever. Not the smaller, so you know what I mean. But
Yeah.
yeah, and it'll show you their last location. Normally, and that's one thing that that's with the Patterdale world is that you want it to come. You know what I mean? You want them to go out so far and come back and check in. Now there is dogs that just go too damn far. You're like shit. You might not never figure out what hole they went into because they just go too far. They just
That's
search.
dangerous.
Yeah, hell yeah, shit, hell yeah, it is. And that's why that's a trait where breeders, if they're really focused on the hunting aspect, they probably won't breed a dog who does that too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They breed the dogs that will want to come back and let it come back. They call it like come back check in. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
All my hunt dogs. That's my favorite ones. Is the ones that check in. But I've had some where man, I could look on the Garmin. They'd be 900 yards away, losing service, and you just jump. You gotta go back to the truck and try to head them off or something. Garmin changed the game, man. It made me spoiled.
Hey, so it'll be some time.
Yeah, man. It was like when I used to coon hunt, man. You'd be out there at 1 o'clock in the morning. You're like one more go. You let him go, and man, he's gone, and you still got to work in the morning. That's what got me out of that game.
Yes, yeah. That's a little different because they go further out, man.
Man, sometimes they go far.
Yeah, they go real far, a little too far.
Especially when you got to get up in the morning.
A little too far for sure. But how long we been on here? What, an hour and 22?
Yeah.
Hour and 22 minutes. You wanna get into anything else?
I'm good if you good.
Before we get up out of here, we could, check back in next Friday, lock back in, see what's up, talk dogs again, of course. Again, everyone else, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Tell a friend, like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, man, we'll come and do this most Fridays when we can. Nick will be with us when he can. And obviously, I'll be here whenever we're here, whenever we're locked in, whether it's just me or with me and Nick. But yeah, and I want to appreciate you for locking with us tonight, Nick. Having some
All right,
fun.
bro.
And we'll get back to it, man.
All right, man. See
We'll
you.
always talk. And to the rest of y'all, you already know, live your life, dogs. Till next time, peace. Thanks for coming through. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Have a good one. Have a good night. Happy Friday.